What's going on, people? What's really good? It's your boy Marv, and this is the Nerds in the Hood. Folks, I know we're already a couple of days removed. I just wanted to come back to a topic I brought up about, I think it was like 1 or 2 months ago, which was basically about the Emmys, y'all. And I know the Emmys just ended a couple of days ago. The results are already in. A lot of viral moments happened. A lot of different things went down. But it's over now. So what I did on the last video I ever did about the Emmys for this year, I made my predictions, who I thought would win, who wouldn't surprise me if they won, stuff of that nature. Shout out to the people that saw it, because I'm not gonna lie to you. 1 minute it was at like 12 views, and I was like, all right, nobody cared. And then the next thing you know, it shot up. It went over like hundreds of views and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh snap, maybe cats kind of cared. So I appreciate all of y'all that watched. I do want to give a quick shout out real quickly before we start this video to um, a person who wrote to me and was like, yo, he said, okay, person was Marshako23 on YouTube. Shout out to you on YouTube, Marshako23. They wrote, glad I found your channel. I subscribed, and they gave me their predictions as well. So what I'm actually gonna do with some of your predictions, I'm gonna throw that out there. I hope you don't mind. I mean, you put it on the comments so everybody can see. So I'm gonna bring it up too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say the actual winners. I'm gonna say who I predicted was gonna win, and we're gonna use Marshako too, just to show that we a community out here at Nerds in the Hood. I'm not the only nerd in the hood. All of us could be nerds in the hood, but I own the name. So yeah. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and start it. First off, shout out to every actor or actress that was nominated. Shout out to the ones that won. Big super shout out to the ones that won, but shout out to the people who were just nominated. Just being nominated is dope enough. Shout out to you. They saw something in your talent. You did your thing this year, and you almost won an award. And for the people that did win an award, they recognized your talent and honored you. So shout out to you. This was your year. Um, Also, shout out to the host of the Emmys this year was Nate. Let me make sure I'm getting his last name right. Nate Bargate. Nate Bargatze, right? Yeah, Nate Bargatze. Um, he did the best he could. Them award shows, they ain't the easiest things to host, especially when you're trying to come at it from a stand-up point of view. They always have a stand-up person saying stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, Nikki Glazer did a bang-up job. Uh, um, she did really good. She told funny jokes. Um, Ricky Gervais, hell of a job. He didn't care who it was. He was talking his talk. But not every comic is gonna have that same energy. So shout out to Nate, did his thing. The only thing I say I didn't like was that whole Boys and Girls Club. Like, if you talk more than 45 seconds and money, it was funny from a comedy standpoint, because it was like, yo, if you talk longer than you need to, that shows you don't care about these kids. But in the words of Thanos, no, that was a joke. It was just fucking kids, the Michael Jordan style. But um, that wasn't the energy these actors were trying to give off. It's just, this is their moment in the sun, so they're going to say what they got to say. But that's another rant for a different day. For now, let's just go back to what we were supposed to be doing. So here we go. I'm going to say, so what I'm going to do is, I'm not saying every winner. I'm just going to focus on the ones that I did from that video and take it from there. So we had Best Drama Series. I said that Severance was going to win the award. I said that Severance was going to be the best drama series to take home the Emmy, and I was wrong. The winner was The Pit, which, Marshako, you pointed out. So shout out to you. You said The Pit. I did not. I said Severance. I was wrong. So you know your stuff. The Pit is a hell of a show. Like I said, I can't get into them hospital shows, but I also couldn't get into Severance. I just went off of who was vibing more. But shout out to The Pit. They did their thing. Comedy series. I said Shrinking. Marshako, you said The Studio. Studio won, so you was 2 for 2. I'm losing right now. I thought Shrinking was doing a hell of a job in season 2 with the storylines they was covering, and still not going too much on the emotional spectrum that the bear does, but it still did what it's supposed to do. But The Studio, it's just a great rookie season, and I hope season 2 doesn't get that sophomore slump. I hope it goes just as good as Abbott did in their second season. So that's okay. Now, what did I say? Okay, best limited series. I said The Penguin. Once again, won. 2, 3 strikes you're out because the winner was Adolescence. So Adolescence won that, which yeah, yo, Marshako 23, you know your TV stuff. Holla at your boy. You know your TV stuff. You also said Adolescence was going to win that, and they did. I said the Penguin because I thought the Penguin was that good. Adolescence, I did say in the video, Adolescence was really good. It was hard to choose between the two. But those 4 episodes, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see Adolescence yet, go. Make sure my mic's on. I always do that. Go see Adolescence. Amazing show. 4 episodes, just really, really good stuff. Let me fly through this a little more. Lead actor in a drama series, I said Adam Scott for Severance. Marshako, you said, do you have that on here? No, you don't even got that. Okay, that's not all of them. All right, so the rest is on me for this one. I said Adam Scott, and the winner was Noah Weil for The Pit. Shout out to him. This was his first Emmy, and my man's done not one, but now 2 hospital shows. He did ER. He never won for ER. He got nominated, I think, like 7 or 8 times, and this is his first one. So shout out to him for that. Um, Actress in a drama series. I said Britt Lower. This was my one that I got right. It was Britt Lower. So she did her thing. I said that. I said the power of the Severance. She's like one of the only women on there, so she's always gonna do her thing. I know there's a few women on there, but she's the main one. So shout out to her for that. Supporting actor in the drama series. I said anybody from the White Lotus because that's where I thought it was gonna go. It was mad people in the White Lotus on there, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It was. Let me make sure I'm saying my brother man's name right. It was Tremel Tillman. He made history that night as the first Black man to win the award for supporting actor in a drama series for that category. He was the first Black man to win an Emmy for that category. First Alpha Man too. The first Black man to win an Emmy award for that category. Shout outs to him. That was dope. I told y'all he had a strong chance of winning it because of all the dancing sequences he was doing. I was like, I felt like they was going to do that, and that's what they did. So shout out to him for that. Yeah, he didn't put none for that neither. That's okay. Oh no, he did. He said Marshako also said supporting actor drama was either going to go to Tillman or Rockwell. So there you go. I mean, it was really between Severance and the White Lotus for the most part, anyway. So let's go back to it. Supporting actors in a drama series. I said Carrie Coon for the White Lotus. The winner was Catherine Lanasa for The Pit. So The Pit was racking up, low key racking up. Shout out to Catherine. Lead actress comedy. I said that Jean Smart was going to win, and I was right. Jean Smart killed it. Marshako, you also said it. You're on a roll right now. Good, sir. Appreciate you. Yo, I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all this. And I'm going to just go in and also say lead actress in a comedy series. I said Hannah Einberg. No, I actually said Liza Colon Reyes. I was wrong. I'm sorry. But I had a feeling Hannah was going to win that. And I told y'all the work they're doing on Hacks is amazing. That show is so great. And I was bummed. I was gutted to find out. And I hope this news is not true. I've been looking it up and I think it is that Hacks is entering its final season, season 5, whenever it releases, that Hacks is going to be entering its final season. And I'm still praying it's a crazy, crazy rumor. I've been looking it all over the place. Let me see. If IMDb says it, then most likely that might be the truth. Because if they say it, then I ain't see it. But I was reading something that okay, I'm reading a rumor that's saying it might not be. So I'm hoping the rumors are flying that season 5 might be the last, and I'm praying that it's not. But Jean Smart, also, I didn't even point this out. She won this award 4 years in a row. There is only 4 seasons currently of Hacks. So since the show started, she's been winning this award. That is amazing. I thought it was like Quinta or somebody, but I guess I was wrong. But every year they said that she won this award. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Deborah Vance's character is legendary. So yeah, shout out to her for that. I don't know if it was 4 years in a row, but I know it's for 4 years she won the award. And Hacks only had 4 seasons. So shout outs to her for that one. Shago, you also said that. Shout out to you for that. Let's keep it moving. Lead actor in a comedy series. I said Jason Segel. I thought he put the team on his back. I thought he was going to make it happen. He did not. It was Seth Rogen. Shout out to Seth Rogen. This is actually his first major award that he's ever won. And I remember talking with my girl, and she was like, "Oh yeah, he did goofball stuff." But let's not forget, James Franco won a Golden Globe for his work in Pineapple Express, which is a goofball movie. So he should have won an award for something in all that time. But I guess they didn't see anything in like Knocked Up or um, Pineapple Express or Neighbors or any other goofball movie that he's ever done. And that's understandable. They could at least gave him an award for his writing in Superbad, but whatever. But here he is now. The Studio, amazing show. Can't wait for season 2. Great success for that man. He won that. Did you say something for that? Yep. He's Marshako, my guy, said actor in a comedy. He said Seth Rogen was gonna win that. You are on your stuff, brother, man. Or sir, or woman, or whatever. Supporting actor in a comedy. I said either Ike. Oh yeah, I said either Michael Uwe or Ike Barinholtz. So I said either Studio or Shrinking, one of the two guys from there. I also thought Harrison Ford had a chance, but I really thought it was between one of those two guys, and I was way wrong. It was Jeff Hiller for Somebody Somewhere, which is a show that I'm not gonna lie, I did not see, but now I am interested. Because when you see a dark horse that you wasn't expecting to win and they won, a part of you's like, ain't no way. I have to see this show now. I have to. So I will be checking that out at some point in the future. Mark my words. But shout out to him. He won that. That's all on him. Limited series actor. I said Colin Farrell. I thought the Penguin had a strong chance, and I was wrong. And the winner was Stephen Graham. He did a great job as the dad of a family that just went south really fast, and he didn't know what to do. So shout out to him. Adolescence swept most, if not all, of the most of the limited series awards they swept, because one of them I got right again, which was limited series actress. I said Kristen Milioti, and I was right. It was Kristen Milioti. Folks, one thing I've learned in life is you can be the hero and get love and popularity, or you could be a villain and get awards. And one thing I've learned from the world of Batman is if you play a villain, you're either going to get nominated or you're going to win an award. And we've had 2 Jokers win Oscars, and now we've had a villain, so to speak, in the crime underworld of Gotham win an Emmy. Colin Farrell almost won one too, and I was about to say Batman villains always win, and they do for the most part. But Colin just didn't take that home. Oh, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix, and now her Batman villains. You got to be a villain, right? Marvel, none of their characters outside of Angela Bassett's one really was even close. So, got to be a comic book villain out here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a villain, especially in the world of Batman, you might F around and win an award. But that's for another conversation. Kristen Milioti, you did your thing. Amazing job. You stole the show in a show that we wasn't expecting you to steal, because we thought it was just going to be Colin Farrell just doing a bang up job. And the show ended up being way better than any one of us could have predicted because of you. Um, and also, I loved your speech. I know whether you're watching this or not, I'm just going to say it. I loved your speech when you talked about how much you love acting. That's a really inspirational thing. I'm sure there's a little girl at home watching. I was like, I'm going to be next to do that. Moving on. Supporting actor in a limited TV series. I said Owen Cooper for Adolescence, and I was right. Owen Cooper, Adolescence. Does he have anyone in the money? He does not. Okay, so I told y'all that little boy was so amazing. Such a good job. Just the way that he did things, the way that he made it work. It was so good. Oh my gosh. This little boy was cooking. He was cooking, and I had to give him props for that. And he also had a good speech too, just saying like, "Yo, step out of your comfort zone, get out of your own way." For a kid at that age, that was dope. And it was funny because I was like, I don't know when they shot the film, Adolescence, but when he showed up to that Emmys, he was taller than his dad. he was taller than his TV dad. He already had a deep voice and everything, so I'm like, they must have shot this a while back. But for a show like Adolescence to be shot in one take, and for this kid to be that amazing in that one take, chef's kiss. Supporting actress limited. I said Deidre O'Connell for her work in The Penguin. I was wrong. It was Erin Doherty for her work in Adolescence. I believe she was the therapist, right? No, right? I always keep getting it wrong. I was the same way too, and I tried to look it up. I was just rushing through because my Liberty's playing, and I'm like, let me get this out. Yeah, she was the therapist. Okay, I was right. She was the therapist. So, and she's worked with Stephen Graham before. She did 1,000 Blows with him. Not what you thinking, but the movie. Anyway, reality show. I said RuPaul's Drag Race because they was always cooking for a little while, and I forgot that The Traders is on the come up. So The Traders won that. Congratulations. The host Alan Cummings, aka Nightcrawler, also won the award for best reality show host. So shout out to Traders for doing that. This one I'm okay. I'm super okay with being wrong, which was best late night variety or late night talk show. I said the Daily Show was going to win because the OG Jon Stewart was back. The winner was actually the Colbert Show, late night with Stephen Colbert. I'm okay with this because when I first made that prediction, Colbert still had a guaranteed job. It was before Colbert went through what he went through. I did not know it was going to happen. Colbert did not know it was going to happen. None of us knew this was going to happen. So when I made that prediction, I didn't even know what was about to happen to Stephen Colbert. Had I had known, I would have made the prediction for him to win just to be like, yo, I think it would be mad funny. He just won. Trump be tight. And here we are now. Not only did he win, when they said his name in the nomination before they said the winner, everyone in the audience, or mostly everyone in that audience, gave a standing ovation just off of the name. And when he won, it just felt like justice. It felt like justice was served. So it sucks that his show is going to get canceled for just such a really just almost like a cop out of a reason. But I'm happy for him to at least go out with the Emmy win. That's much obliged. I'm sure John Stewart doesn't mind. I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel doesn't mind. And now I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel probably would wish to get an award now that after he just got his show suspended indefinitely because of some comments he made about Charlie Kirk. I'm sure he probably feeling that type of way too. So this one, Colbert, good win. Best variety special. I said Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl halftime show because I thought it was funny that he did a diss record at the Super Bowl halftime show, but I was wrong. It was SNL's 50th anniversary special, which that makes sense. That was a big night. A lot of stars came from that show and they showed. Now these last few ones actually was on the Creative Arts Emmys, but when I looked at a list of Emmy Award nominations, they was there. So I said, all right, cool. So guest actor in a comedy series, I said John Berthal, aka the Punisher. It was actually Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston was the former boss in the studio. He still was the boss. He moved up and made Seth Rogen like one of the heads. And I forgot that as good as John Berthal was, there was something even funnier about having a Weekend at Bernie's type moment in the last couple of episodes of Bryan Cranston's character, where they were dragging him around and he was floating and he came down off of the strings and all that stuff and they were dancing with him. He made that work. He didn't have to be in every episode, and when he was in the episodes, he did make it work. Guest actress comedy series, I said Jamie Lee Curtis for her work in The Bear. I was wrong. It was Julianne Nichols for her work as the dance mom, excuse me, in Hacks. So that worked because she did like go through a whole Price of Fame type lifestyle in a matter of moments on that show, and it was pretty funny. Guest actor in a drama, I said Scott Glenn. The winner was Sean Hottersy for, I believe that was for The Pit. So I got on that one. Again, The Pit. Now I gotta watch it. I said in the last video I don't really do hospital shows, but here we are now. And guest actors in a drama series, I said Caitlin Denver for The Last of Us, and the winner was Merritt Weaver for Severance. So egg on my face on that one. But yeah, from what I saw, it was a good night. It was fun. They did honor a lot of people. I loved Felicia Rashad's little just words of just beautiful words about Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was her TV son, and she probably clung to him as a mother to a son in real life. Also, quick side note: I know this is in the past, but Felicia Rashad didn't win an Emmy. And if she did, it wasn't for Claire Huxtable. Oh man, what a way to drop the ball. I know y'all ain't like Bill Cosby, but damn, at least give her the award. She was great. Claire Huxtable was an amazing character. So just quick rant on that. because when I heard when they announced her, they was like, "Please welcome 6-time Emmy nominee," and I was just like, 6 times? Y'all telling me I gave her 6 Emmy nominations? And in my mind, I'm like, there's only one show y'all gonna nominate her for. Come on, fam. Not one. Not one. Man, when they be having these positive black shows, man, they don't get no awards. That is crazy. I mean, well, Abbott Elementary is a positive black show, but I'm just saying. Just saying. So, be that as it may, I just wanted to take time real quick to just kind of announce who I thought was going to win. There were other awards, and I didn't really talk about them in the last one, but just to talk about them now, I just wanted to give what I thought was going to win and what ended up winning instead, and I'm okay with it. Um, Also, as much as I don't really like this anime, quick shout out to the anime Lazarus. I think they were the first anime to get nominated for main title sequence, main title music at the Creative Arts Emmys. They ended up losing to the White Lotus, but man, that's a big win for anime just to get nominated. I looked it up. I don't think any other anime has ever gotten nominated for that before. Uh and in a world where there's like great opening theme songs like Demon Slayer, Cowboy Bebop, Attack on Titan, Pokemon, and so many others, that one was chosen by the Emmy people that choose the nominations to go up against these other big name shows. And even though it didn't win, it still got close enough. Do I want another season? Absolutely not. But was I happy for that Emmy nomination? Yes, because that means more anime can come and try in the future. And when it came to best animated program, Arcane on this last season took home that award. So that was dope because Arcane was a legendary show. It should have had more seasons, but two is what makes it a masterpiece because it told the story that it wanted to tell and went out on a strong note. So shout out to those two animated shows. Um, do I want another season of Arcane? I do, and I don't want another season of Lazarus. Final thoughts there. Anyway, once again, shout out to everyone who won or was even nominated. That was your night. Hope you partied hard. Hope you did whatever you wanted to do before you go do your new projects in the morning. And can't wait to see what the future holds for every one of y'all, even if y'all don't come back to getting nominated for any awards. But if you do, I'll be rooting for you and I'll try to predict you next year. Hopefully, I get it right. Didn't get a lot right this year, but we'll try again next year, ladies and gentlemen. Oscars is next, Golden Globes is next, so we'll try again soon. Another award show awaits. But in the meantime, between times, your boy Marv signing out. Make sure you check out my link tree in the description below, and check me out on all social media at Nerds in the Hood. See y'all at the Emmys, or well, in this case, see y'all at the Golden Globes. Peace.